Hello everybody and welcome back to the MLB The Show San Francisco Giants franchise. We are opening day 2021 and the Giants have their newly acquired ace, Clayton Kershaw, on the mound against the Rockies in this one. What do you mean we don't have 4 valid lineups? Oh. Well, how about we take Orlando Ortiz and play him there. Take Orlando Ortiz, play him there. There we go. Now we have 4 valid lineups. The Rockies. They definitely want a better end to the season than they had last year. The Giants, they're looking to repeat as champions. They want the exact same thing as last season. They want to go to the World Series and they want to win it. The first 5 batters in their lineup were all-stars last year. DJ LeMahieu newly acquired. And yeah, we didn't make a ton of changes. We have a couple new faces in our bullpen, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this team can do. Opening day 2021, Rockies Giants. Clayton Kershaw, his first batter he faces in a Giants uniform, pops that one up in foul territory. Freddie Freeman is there. And that is how Clayton Kershaw, Josh Harrison is now a Colorado Rocky. Anyway, that is how Clayton Kershaw, after pitching for the Dodgers for so long, will begin his time against his former rival. With his former rival. And that's a base hit for Josh Harrison. He was on the Giants for quite some time. Did not get re-signed because he was, in my mind, asking for just a little bit too much money. It's been obvious that the Giants have missed him. I have very much missed having him in our lineup, and it was obvious in some spots off the bench last season. And Kershaw, he picks up his first strikeout as a Giant. And, well, Josh Harrison, he's just strolling down because that was ball 4. And the 3-2 pitch swung on and missed. Kershaw, a scoreless first inning, in his first inning with the Giants. Kershaw, used to wearing that white and blue, now is wearing the orange and black. 2-1 count on Orlando Ortiz to start off his 2020 season. Tyler Anderson on the mound for Colorado. And Ortiz hits a fly ball into left field, and that is how the Giant season gets underway. Now 2020's batting champion. Stepping in here with 1 out, bottom of the first, as Tyler Anderson takes his 15 years to deliver the pitch, and the count runs 1-2. Tommy Pham, and a crazy batting average last season, was good enough to win the batting title. And now to start off his year this year, hits it pretty well to center field, but under it's the center fielder, and that's out number 2. Now, last year's National League MVP hit 72 home runs, absolutely dominating. And he cranks it left field, foul. Buster Posey making it for the 3rd year in a row, a Most Valuable Player award won by a San Francisco Giant. 2 years in a row, Jonathan Schoop came out on top, and last year, Buster Posey. But Posey does ground out there to end the inning. Kershaw now will do his thing on the mound. Gets 3 straight flyouts, and Chris Davis steps in with a 3-1 count here in the bottom of the 2nd. Now the 3-1 pitch to Davis. He turns on it, sends it deep left field, way up in the air, carrying back. It's on the warning track, and it will be caught at the warning track for out number 1. Now a 1-1 count with 1 out. Freddie Freeman steps in. And the pitch to Freeman is fouled off, 1-2. Tyler Anderson, he set the first 4 Giants down in order. Let's see what he can do against the 5th man in our lineup. Freeman, ground ball to first, fielded well, and that's out number 2. Ryan McMahon making the play now. Newly acquired. The Rockies traded LeMahieu to the Rays. Well, no, it was the Rays traded Paul Goldschmidt to the Padres for Will Myers. Then the Rockies traded DJ LeMahieu to the Rays for Will Myers, who is playing for them in this one. And, well, LeMahieu grounds out. And then the Giants traded Devin Travis to the Rays for that guy, DJ LeMahieu. But now 2 on and nobody out for the Rockies. They might be getting themselves into a good spot here, top of the 3rd. They are also facing Clayton Kershaw. And you can never sleep on Kershaw, even if it looks like it's not going to be a great outing for him. 2-2 count now. He can always bounce back. That's going to be called ball 3. Trevor Story on deck. That ball fouled off. And that was a questionable call for ball 3. And that'll lead to a walk. Kershaw, he can't be happy about that call. It said Trevor Story is on deck. Okay, that looks a lot like Nolan Arenado. 1-1 count to Trevor Story's hit deep left field. Chris Davis is there. He fields. The throw to the plate's cut off, and it's 1-0 Rockies. 1-0 Colorado here in the 3rd. Kershaw. Strike 2 on Will Myers. Was it worth getting rid of LeMahieu for Myers? I guess the Rockies will find out with his first regular season at bat with the club, and he gets himself a base hit. Josh Harrison, he's going to try and get to 3rd, and he will. And it's 2-0. Things are getting pretty bad for San Francisco as I say that. Kershaw pitches into a double play, and the Rockies only get 2. Bugs me that Tyler Anderson takes so long to deliver the ball. 3-1 count, because now I take a pitch and I have to wait another 10 seconds before the ball will cross the plate, and it's very annoying. 3-1 count now on Brandon Crawford, and he will take a leadoff walk. Now that brings up Kershaw. And, I mean, Kershaw, he's not the worst hitter. He's also not the best, and he tried swinging away. He tried a fake bunt, and he grounds into a double play. Now that brings up Odubel Herrera. 3-0 count. He's the 9 hitter for San Francisco as he looks to get their first hit of the season. And he hits the ball straight up into the air, carries that to center field, and the Giants have not gotten hit through 3. Kershaw gives up a line out, then he gives up a single, and then another double play. Now that'll bring up Orlando Ortiz here in the bottom of the 4th as the Giants look to start their year off right the second time around. 2-1 count now. That fastball misses inside on Ortiz. Now the 2-1 pitch from Tyler Anderson. Hit into center field, and it will fall in for the first hit of the year for the Giants. And I am looking forward to for many more to come. And that is how the no-hitter ends. It was not a good one, as it was only 9 outs long. And Ortiz swipes his first base of the new year, as that fastball was inside. Now Tommy Pham crushes it to center field at the wall, and it is out of here. Tie game with that long ball off the bat of Tommy Pham. And the Giants have tied things up here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And now Buster Posey, he likes that pitch. He hits it into a left center field. That's a no-out single for last year's most valuable player. And now a 1-1 count. Chris Davis up. The 1-1 pitch to Davis is kind of golfed out of the air, and Posey read it wrong. I think he thought it had more carry than it really did. That'll be a double play as Buster Posey's doubled up there. And Freddie Freeman, he singles. And a strikeout ends the inning. Kershaw, he strikes at the side next inning, and then after a solo shot from Brandon Crawford, it's a 1-run lead for San Francisco. But Kershaw gives up a single, then a stolen base, but David Dahl will not end up scoring. That's an RBI single for Brandon Crawford. Now Clayton Kershaw, he tries bunting and he pops it up. And a fielder's choice is out number 2. And a full count now on Orlando Ortiz here, bottom of the 7th. And he might be able to put this one out of reach with a hit into the gap. Well, that's not going to put anything out of reach. In fact, that really did nothing. Inning over. Helped out the Rockies. Kershaw, fly out. Then he gives up a double to Trevor Story. He's trying to work one last inning here in his Giants debut. Ground ball to short. Crawford fields, and they barely get Myers at first. Okay. It's only a 2-run game. Miles Harper now, he hits that ball into right field. It is down. It takes a bad hop. Pham gets to it quickly, however, but it's a 1-run game here with 2 outs in the 8th. And now it is time. We bring in Sean Doolittle to make his Giants debut. And that ball's chopped. It goes to Doolittle. Throw is a bit offline, however. And that will be an error on him. Now David Dahl hits that ball into left field, tailing away from Davis, but he gets there and the inning is over. Now a 2-1 count on Tommy Pham. A 1-run game, bottom of the 8th. That ball is grounded to short. A high throw, good catch there from McMahon. 1 away. Buster Posey, he's 1 for 3, make it 2 for 4. He singles. And Doolittle looks for the 2-inning save. That ball center field. And Tommy Pham diving, can't quite get there. The ball just out of his reach, and it's down into center field. Tying runs going to the plate, and this ball game's tied. It looked like I had to dive. Now thinking about it, probably, yeah, that was a terrible idea. I was off to the left of the ball a bit. Doolittle now. he has given up the tying run here. And that ball into left field, and that's a no out single. And just like that, Doolittle barely even gotten his feet wet in his Giants career. He's pulled here in opening day, but now a sacrifice bunt is, well, it doesn't work. Felipe Rivera, he's brought in for San Francisco. Now, that ball fouled off, count 2-2. And that ball fouled off again. And again, Josh Harrison fouling the pitch off. And the count runs full. And Josh Harrison is battling here with Rivero. Now that's strike 3, that's out number 2. Though the runner on first is able to swipe second base, and now there's a runner in scoring position. And 2 out. 2-1 count. Trevor Story up. You would maybe think to intentionally walk, but not when you have the man who got screwed out of reliever of the year pitching. He strikes out Story and has the chance to win it. DJ LeMahieu wants to show the Rockies it was a bad idea to trade him. What a way to do it then. To walk him off on opening day. Well, that's not a walk-off. It's nothing close. Out number 1. Now, Brandon Crawford, he went deep earlier in this one. 2-run home run. And that's a sinking line drive into center field. It'll be caught, however. And that's at number 2. And the Giants do not want to have to take Rivero out of the game. They want Rivero to be able to pitch in extra innings if there is extras. He will get the opportunity to bat here. I know this has been a long first game, but it is opening day, and we're going to skip through the rest of the series. And that ball's fouled off 2-2. Rivero, he's trying to make Daniel Hudson work here. Now the 2-2 pitch to Rivero is a base hit. So Felipe Rivero picks up a big base hit there, and that extends the inning for Odubel Herrera. He is one of our best clutch hitters, especially late in games. He almost always comes through for us. He hits it into Triples Alley, and that will end opening day. The Giants win it. Odubel Herrera with the big walk-off triple. I think that was a triple. No, they're going to call it a double. He goes 1 for 4, but drives in maybe the biggest run of the game. Credit to Felipe Rivero for getting the base hit. He will pick up the win. Now David Price set to take the mound for us in Game 2. Josh Harrison will reach on an error in the first, but other than that, not bad. Then a triple for Ian Desmond. Doesn't phase Price. He gets out of it. RBI single for Brandon Crawford. And it's 1-0 Giants. And Freddie Freeman walks, and he gets thrown out at home plate. And little offense in this game. I say that, and I mean that. Though a leadoff double for Ryan McMahon could only lead to bad things. Game gets tied in the 7th. And Chris Davis pinch hit for by Odubel Herrera. And that is That's not good. That's what that is. Now Kevin Quackenbush. He's brought in, and he does not give up a run. Triple. And then a hit by pitch, Josh Harrison, a 3-run shot will pick things up with Buster Posey in the bottom of the 9th. It's a 3-run lead for the Rockies. And Kevin Quackenbush, his season's not off to a great start. He was one of the relievers the Giants acquired last year, along with Hector Rondon and Jeremy Jeffress, when their bullpen started kind of falling apart. They needed some new faces, and so he was brought over here as one of those relievers. He's done a pretty decent job since coming over here, so I mean, I'll take it. Though not a good outing here in the second game of the year. 2-1 pitch to Posey's fouled off. I have the World Series on to my right, the Red Sox and Dodgers. Top of the second, no score. 1-2 pitch on Posey, fouled off again. And looks like they're kind of pitching away to him, trying not to give him anything over the middle, but they know he has too good of plate vision to swing at anything silly, and he just has to swing at anything close. 1-2 count still on Buster Posey. Wade Davis on the mound for Colorado. And the knuckle curve misses way outside, 2-2. Now the 2-2 count. Fouled off again. So Buster Posey, he's in quite the battle here with Wade Davis. Here comes the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And a late swing on that one. And it is fouled off. So now the count reaches double digits. Pitch number 10 between Posey and Wade. Did he go? The first base umpire says he didn't, and now the count is full. Oh, Buster Posey, absolutely huge at bat here. And he makes it count. He works ball 4 after an 11 pitch at bat. The Giants get their leadoff man on. Now a 2-1 count. Chris Davis up. Davis! Left field! It is out of here! A 2-run shot for Chris Davis makes it a 1-run game in the 9th. Wade Davis, I believe this could be his first outing of the year. And that's not what he wanted to do in his first outing of the year. And Freddie Freeman, he gets under that. I did want to check that swing, but I pressed the wrong thing, or I pressed it wrong. I pressed the right thing. I just didn't press it right. Now, 1-1 count. 1 out, and sinker outside, 2-1. DJ LeMahieu still looking to make a statement here for the Giants. And he hits it well to center field. It's out number 2, though. And that brings up Brandon Crawford. 3-1 count on him. He is 3 for 3 on the day. He's hitting .833 this year. 3 RBIs, 1 home run. He's having a pretty decent year. And he hits it into right field, and the Rockies take game 2 of the series. Final score 3-4. Kevin Quackenbush gave up a 3-run shot to Josh Harrison in the 9th. And that was the nail in the coffin. And now Chris Archer and Orlando Ortiz look to send the Rockies down with their combined efforts in this one. Tommy Pham goes deep. It's 1-0 Giants. Now Buster Posey singles. He doesn't score. David Dahl singles. He doesn't score. Sack bunt. Now 2 outs. Andrew Toles grounds out. He was our World Series most valuable player. And a 2 RBI double from Freddie Freeman. Well, there was 2-run score in there for the Rockies too. It's a 3-2 lead for San Francisco. Sorry, now it's 4-2. Orlando Ortiz, clutch hit, and it's 5-2. Tommy Pham, a clutch hit. 6-2, Buster Posey, a clutch hit. Chris Archer, he's going to be taken out. Freddie Gonzalez, 2 RBI double. Oh, no. After a 5-run 7th. Oh, DJ LeMahieu finally comes through. 5-run 7th for the Rockies. But DJ LeMahieu coming through. 2-run shot made it 8-7 us. Then Buster Posey 2-run shot. 10-7 us. And the Giants win the game. They look to make it a 3-1 series win instead of a tie series. And, well, a run scores for the Rockies in the first. That's not good. And it's 2-0. And it's 4-0. Johnny Cueto. Terrible start to his year. Tommy Pham, he singles. Then Posey singles. And that's an RBI single for Freddie Freeman, then a 2 RBI double for DJ LeMahieu. RBI double for Brandon Crawford, and the game is tied just like that. Single for Pham. He steals second. And Davis drives him home with a single of his own. Solo shot, Brandon Crawford. He could win the MVP if he keeps this up. Cueto in some trouble here, top of the 7th. Craig Kimbrell brought in to try and get us out of the jam. He gives up 1 run, and I'm bringing Kimbrell in early here for a purposeful reason. DJ LeMahieu just missing an RBI, and I brought Kimbrell in early. That way Rivero could come in and not do what he's doing here. We're going to pick things up because the tying and winning runs are in scoring position here. Felipe Rivero. Yikes. Quite an offensive series between these two, however. So the Giants out-hit the Rockies so far in this one, 13-12. And Rivero misses with that. The Cats 2-1. And it's 3-1 on Story. Trevor Story to left field. Gone. 2-run lead for the Rockies. Oh, what that do to his ERA? 20.25 ERA? Really? No. Yikes. And the Rockies take a late lead again. So it looks like our bullpen is consistently the only problem with this team. 2-2 count on Tommy Pham. The only problem with this team is the bullpen. Oh, Mookie Betts. Home run? No, just misses. And a base hit to lead off the 9th for Pham. Oh, sorry, that was Xander Bogaerts. Our bullpen almost lost us the World Series last year. We had a 3-0 lead on the Red Sox. We ended up winning that series in 6. That was the World Series. 0-2 count on Buster Posey. And it'll be a 1-2 count, as that's a wild pitch Pham will advance to scoring position. And now with that pitch, Buster Posey has to gain a bit of confidence here against Wade Davis. 18 ERA after choking a couple games ago. That was that was the game before last, and that'll be an RBI double for Buster Posey. Yes, Davis did get the save, I believe, in that one. He did get the save, but what was a 3-run lead for the Rockies ended up being only a 1-run win. Now this man took Davis deep already once this year, 3-1 count, and that'll be a base hit. Tying run is on third, winning run on first. Freddie Freeman needing a big hit here. He's doing pretty well to start off the year. No home runs yet, though. Is he a diamond guard? He is a diamond guard. 1-2 count on him. I will take a sac fly. 1-2 pitch to Freeman is fouled off, and we'll do it again. Giants want a 3-1 start. The Rockies want a 2-2 start. A 1-2 pitch. Hot shot. And he should have just tagged Davis. Great play by Ryan McMahon, but he should have just tagged Chris Davis. And now DJ LeMahieu, he's starting to hit. His bat is starting to pick up. 1-1 pitch, center field. It will be caught. Posey's tagging. He's not the fastest runner, but it's a very bad throw from center field, and this game is tied. 0-2 count, Brandon Crawford. Maybe the best hitter for the Giants so far to start off the year. And that was a defensive swing, I'd say. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. We're going to extras. Vero, he's going to stay out here despite giving up that home run. And he gives up an RBI double. He just gave up the lead once again. And, well, after a great season last year, he's not off to a good start this year. Craig Kimbrell, he did very well. What is this guy? Adam Ottavino? Really? Craig Kimbrell, he did very good in this game, so he'll probably start the year off as our closer. 3-1. Oh my God! Oh, I can't hit his pitches. Look at this. That was a wicked pitch. Full count now on Tolles. World Series MVP. That's ball 4. And that'll bring up Odubel Herrera. He's already showed you how clutch he is in extra innings. There was an episode 2 seasons ago where Odubel Herrera in one series hit a walk-off home run every single game. 3 walk-off home runs in a row. Though it doesn't look like he comes through in this one. And out number 1. The Rockies 2 outs away from starting their year off 500. And the Giants 2 outs away from starting the year off 500. Now, Orlando Ortiz hits it towards the gap. It'll be caught 2 away. Tying run is on, but it doesn't look like he'll be brought home unless Tommy Pham can come through. 1-2 count on Pham. The 1-2 pitch is way outside, and the tying run is in scoring position. Now all Tommy Pham needs is a base hit.